staff, and just putting a face to a name to everybody, and then just kind of hitting the ground running. And I think here, especially, players had open arms and helped me with anything I had questions with, playbook, schedule-wise, LA culture stuff too. So I think that was just the most important thing for me.
Was it a little bit of a culture transition for you, just growing up in Wisconsin?
Yeah, 100%. Growing up in Wisconsin, and spent about 4 years out there in Ohio, it's definitely just polar opposites, but couldn't be more happy with just diving into such a crazy place with a huge media market. All eyes on us.
What was your first impression of Coach Lynn when you were able to meet with him?
So actually, my first impression of Coach Lynn, first time we met, we actually talked ball for probably like an hour or two, and I think that was the moment I was like, yep, this sounds about right. Everything I heard about him and how he perceives the game of football is just exactly how I see it. So I'm so thankful that got the chance to get to know him and be coached by him.
What did you heard about him heading into that league?
Just his vast knowledge, being from the NFL and coming back down to college and then playing and what he does as a kind of a younger coach and how much experience he has and how he communicates football, and all of it was how I heard.
When you first meet with him, is it just like off and running? You're talking about blitz schemes and stuff like a couple minutes in?
Sure, I mean, sure. You could talk. We were talking all the X's and O's of football, all the concepts, all everything, and he has the tape on, and he's asking me, what do you see here? What do you see? And then just going back and forth, like back and forth on all that stuff.
How different was that than other people you've met with?
So I think the main difference was how calm and how easy it was for him to communicate that. And I can't give you the example. I'm not him, but when he pulls up a clip and says, what do you see here? And then starts running it. He said, why is this guy doing that? Why is this guy doing that? And then we're just I'm talking to him, and he said, yes. And I mean, just how quick and how off the top he perceives everything. So cool.
How much is that you feel like maybe colored how quickly this defense has been able to really click into gear?
I would say it's part of it, for sure.
Knowing just, that you were one of kind of the last guys in the portal, how important was it for you to kind of find a situation where you knew, you weren't just going to kind of be a depth, piece or, brought in at the last minute to kind of help some depth, that, you were going to feel emphasized as part of the program?
I think that's 100%, in people's thoughts in the transfer portal and all that stuff, and you have to find your right fit, and there's so many things that go into that with players on the team, how many guys they got on the team, and then also with the coaching staff. And then as long as you're in the portal and have the right intentions and all that kind of stuff, I think a lot of people see through a lot of stuff, and that's 100%, a thought that people have in the portal, for sure.
How long were you actually in the portal before the call came?
So I entered the portal May 1st. In the last day of the transfer portal, and then before my first visit here was, I think that was 2 weeks later.
Were there coaches that you talked to who you could kind of see through what they were saying, like you said?
I just think it's at both sides, player and coaches today. It's turned into a whole frenzy of stuff. So I just think, trying to have the right intentions from everywhere, that's what I was talking about.
Was there a reason you waited until the 11 o'clock hour, so to speak, to jump into the transfer portal?
The whole time period of my transfer portal stuff was I ended up graduating right there in that first week of May. So I was just really happy that it ended up timing up well with my graduation and all that kind of stuff, and I was able to graduate right as I entered the portal.
What was your just approach, knowing that there were already some names, on this defensive line kind of coming in, you were going to kind of have to compete for a job. What was your approach coming into that, just trying to establish yourself?
Man, I think the main focus for me was, just to get to learn and get better. I have so much to work on here as a football player, and I've been blessed to work on some of my skills so far, and then this is the daily battle to get better. Names up and down this D-line, and then with us having coaches like we do, just in the perfect place, you know what I'm saying? In the perfect place to get better.
Thank you, Gavin.
Thanks, Gavin.